regarded by many fans as the greatest football manager the world's ever seen.
When I joined United, they were worth 10 million. It's now worth 2 billion.
How did Sir Alex Ferguson get you to keep coming back every single year, all the teams at Manchester United, and do it again?
Here's a stat that still stings.
It's out. Finish this year. Try to do our best, but forget this because
The average elite manager gets the boot every 16 to 27 months. So how come we're still shouting the names of blokes who died before the internet existed?
Important what people think when you come in. It's much more important what people think when you...
Because they didn't chase trophies. They smuggled the future past the suits.
That's a good opportunity for me to show that it's not only in England that you know how to play.
Stick around and I'll show you why the best managers aren't coaches. They're time travelers folding tomorrow into yesterday.
An incident which was a freakish. If I tried it 100 times and 1,000,000 times, it could not happen again.
When Herbert Chapman rocked up at Arsenal in 1925, defenders were drowning in the old 2-3-5 swamp. His fix? Drag the center half back, squeeze the inside forwards, and boom, the 3-2-2-3 WM was born.
To win games of football. He could have been the biggest bully in the world. Do we ever call him a bully? No. We called him somebody that pushed us to different levels.
Space turned into cash, and Chapman owned the mint. He also hired the first physio, stuck numbers on shirts, and nagged the FA about floodlights. Silverware showed up, sure, but the real victory was proving a gaffer could be Edison with a whistle. The board begged for wins. Chapman handed them an empire. Fast forward to 1971. Rinus Michels takes Cruyff to Barcelona and asks,
"A disgrace of performance. I'm okay in winning cups, doesn't matter. Their standards have been set long ago and they're not going to accept that from any Aberdeen team."
What if positions are just suggestions? Total Football ripped labels off backs and stitched brains into boots.
We've had everything we wanted to, I think. The underdog won. All the public were behind the underdog.
Cruyff, the player, bagged 3 European Cups. Cruyff, the manager, installed a chapel-sized mirror in the Camp Nou dressing room, so players saw responsibility, not rank.
How hard Alex Ferguson was working, and we felt that with that sort of effort, that sort of determination.
The Dream Team lifted Barca's first European Cup in 1992, but the bigger prize was the academy syllabus, still pumping talent into the first team.
I said, listen, poor. The team was poor, but this idea I was ranting and raving, again, the usual nonsense. I had a chance to watch it with the players before I left, and it was fine.
Tiki-taka, total football with tapas. Across the North Sea, Sir Alex Ferguson turned reload into an art form.
United players must surely see that as the greatest triumph for themselves, because 20 years is a long, long time.
After the 1989-90 scare,
Delay in the production of young players in Matt Busby's time, and I thought that was the right route. I thought that the way that
he shredded Manchester United, promoted kids.
there was something in me that said, I need to do something about it. I need to stand by him because the world is after him. We decided to suspend him for 4 months.
And hit reboot 4 times over. 13 Premier Leagues later, the secret wasn't tactics, it was emotional algebra.
All you wanted was attention, Eric. You know, you wanted attention. You loved to talk about football.
When to cuddle, when to hurl boots. He cranked the dressing room heaters at halftime to roast sluggish visitors and penciled team sheets till retirement day. Moral: adaptability isn't a switch, it's a daily workout. Jurgen Klopp morphs Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, of course we spoke. Why shouldn't we speak? We speak constantly.
And Pep Guardiola's coming into a mosh pit, then ships the amps to Anfield. Gegenpressing isn't chasing. Its 5-second pack hunting triggered the instant the ball is lost.
Energetic on the sideline. One is my character, obviously. I'm already much calmer than I used to be honest.
His stealth ingredient? Joy. Klopp hugs strangers in supermarkets and calls Liverpool fans the most important transfer.
Told me that I turned them from doubter into believer. That's not true. It is not. Wait.
Joy buys buy-in, Bayern flips 8th into 1st. Meanwhile, Jose Mourinho prints tomorrow's back pages, pins them on walls, and tells his squad the planet hates them. Paranoia becomes rocket fuel. Pragmatism becomes art. One conducts thunderstorms, the other surfs them. Claudio Ranieri's Leicester landed 5,000-1 outsiders and left champions. No manifesto, just pizza nights.
Hey,
Yes.
you said it.
Yes, man.
We've asked you all season.
Only this remain. Only this. I know Pochettino is.
A TV remote for clean sheet bonuses.
Top of the table at Christmas.
And a 4-4-2 corset tight enough for Mahrez and Kanté to dance. The miracle wasn't chalk on a tactics board. It was convincing 25 egos that fairy tales have sequels. When the trophy lifted, Ranieri whispered, "Keep smiling, amore mio," proving that sometimes the greatest secret is pretending the impossible is Tuesday.
Okay, next season we buy a few other players, we can be top 12, you know.
Then came Zinedine Zidane, a man who didn't need a grand tactical theory because he was the theory. Taking over a Real Madrid side overflowing with superstars, his genius wasn't inventing a new formation.
El cargo de entrenador del Real Madrid. Hablé con él para explicar un poco.
But managing the egos already in the dressing room. He became the first and only coach to win the Champions League 3 times in a row. This was achieved not through rigid doctrine, but through quiet authority, tactical flexibility, and the universal respect he commanded as one of the game's greatest ever players. He didn't give them a system, he gave them a standard. From Chapman's WM to Pep's inverted fullbacks, every leap began as heresy. Great managers share 3 habits: eyes that spot space, guts to bet their job on it, and tongues that turn geometry into goosebumps. Trophies gather dust. Ideas photocopy themselves. So next time you're screaming, press.
To go for the badges. I did so with Mark Hughes. Mark came in for a spell with us.
At the telly, remember you're arguing with ghosts who still move the ball. Was Ferguson the GOAT, Cruyff the prophet, Zidane the ultimate man manager, or some kid doodling formations on a napkin? You tell me in the comments below. And if this video folded your brain in half, do us a favor and hit like and subscribe for more.